Cartel.
Drop that bitch.
That's my brother, blood could make us closer. I said we was decent. I would rather burn a nigga before he got the beefing. I was gone by the time she asked me to be friends. I would never let nobody see me off the deep end. Hit the telly, tell my baby don't wait up. I've been in the studio steady working till the day up. I ain't tryna party shit, I'd rather just lay up. They give me the tools, I never smoke it like a layup. Talk to granny, said she riding in a wheel. Steady know I kill anything to pay the bills. I don't ever think about my people falling ill. I'm just spinning in my wheel. Ask about me, know I'm trill.
I didn't come in for the getaway.
Headed down to 3-5, mine stay tipping. Shawty acting sus on me, but I'm not tripping. Brussels hit the attic, got at least 550. How you really love me, but you not around with me. Hush when I get it, charges on impending. Fell out with some servants, cause they ran their mouth snitching. Side stay bitching, miss what I'm pitching. Say they tryna prove, but I'm never gon' mention. Shit is going well, that's when life throw the wrench in. Fans know where she stay, she say what he say. Hard to double back when you gassed on the freeway. All that's here right there, they'll never know where we stay. Niggas hit the fence, but it's more like detention. Always start to flee when they start to feel tension. Paperwork party, need to see that shit today. Wasn't long ago when niggas said that they was going away. Niggas out here telling, making plain still felonies. Head bubble up when they start to feel jealousy. Pass it to the bride, and I know she gon' tell on me. Hope that road pay out, tryna find a way out. Death for dishonor to the date, that's the mantra. Do they keep it solid when the J's find contra? I can see you green, so I'm not gon' sponsor. Dance for the dollar, the lanes gon' holler.
We ain't in much, but it's mad and mad. We almost run on my fashion round. Upgrade my bitches from average. Upgrade the work, I be taxing the bank, yeah, I'm passing like magic. My life is so great, need to stop all the clashes. I'm smoking on fire, I hang with the dragon. They call for the fix, I'm just rapping in plastic. Wish I could find me a beeper. Slamming these niggas, Batista, these bitch around me wanna kick it like FIFA. Raised in the zoo, I came up with hyenas. I earned it respect like a tiger and zebra. Stations a bitch, I should work at the cleaners. Catching new cases, the Duke will receive. I won't show up if they send a subpoena. Do.
Niggas out here telling, making plays, still felonies. Head bubble up when they start to feel jealousy. Pass it to the bride, and I know she gon' tell on me. Hope that road pay out, tryna find a way out. Death for the dishonor to the date, that's the mantra. Do they keep it solid when the J's find contra? I can see you green, so I'm not gon' sponsor. Dance for the dollar, the lanes gon' holler.
Yeah, step up for the sauna, I put that on my mama. Why these niggas be snitching for real? Don't you fuck around when we get killed? Man, that nigga stay cracking themselves. Boy, I already know you ain't real. I'ma knock his ass out, holy field. Fuck they talk about it, ain't got no deal. I ain't got time to chill, nigga, I'm tryna go give me a meal. If I find out you ain't real, little nigga, I'll take it for longest. Fuck they talk about, I keep it on me. That pocket rocket, I'ma let it be go. For they saying, oh, I came out the hole. Trapping all night, that they're gonna stole.
Yo, welcome to Hope and Healing Podcast.
Sure.
We got the gang in here with us today, man. Song of the day, man. That was a song by our up-and-coming artist. Guest we got in here, my boy Juan. Hey, you want to tell me a little bit about that track we just listened to, man?
That was For the Dollar with me and two of my homeboys, Mob Luke and Mob Dude.
Yeah, sure.
We got it together in a couple days. That's just kind of how it works sometimes.
Yo,
Yeah,
make
it's
that
been
look
out.
easy, man. Y'all spazzed on that beat, man.
Man,
That's a song
real
for real.
kicks a beat, for
That's a
real.
song.
couple of days, boy, them boys just
Yeah.
dropped a banger.
Bro.
Yeah.
Them boys just dropped a banger, bro. But, man, we excited to have y'all. Glad y'all tapped in with us
For sure.
today, man. So, y'all know how we start out every week. We got our mental health check-ins. So, we're going to start off with our guests this week. So, the way our mental health check-ins work, we do mental, basically personal. We talking about our mental health. So, we're going to do a personal level, a business level, and then a fitness level.
Okay.
You're going to give them all a rate, 1 through 10.
Okay.
So, mental health check-in, how you been doing this week, my man?
This past week, you said a personal level,
Yes, sir.
probably at like a solid 8.
Sure.
Solid 8. Business-wise, really been tapped in. I had an extra day off this week, so I give myself a 7.5.
Sure.
And in the fitness level, Shit, I hit the gym what, 4 times this week. So
Sure.
I try to get a solid 4 days in.
Yeah, definitely.
Get Wednesday,
Yeah,
day of rest.
definitely.
So I say I'm a 9 on the fitness.
It's a mental effort.
Drinking a lot of water, man.
Yeah.
All this
Key.
pollen and stuff in the air got me a little stuffy.
Yep.
I know how that be.
That's how it is, man.
Okay, that's what's up. So it sounds like you had a pretty good week, my dude.
Yeah, man. Productive.
What about you, B? How was your week?
Shit, it's cool. Personal, I say I'm at like 7. Business is good as always, so I say it's probably like a 9. Then fitness has always been good for me lately, so it's a 10 for me. Just consistent. So as long as I keep that up, my mind going, keep elevating and shit.
Most definitely.
But that's where I'm at for the week.
Okay.
X-Man.
What up, man? Kobe, man.
Go
Man,
ahead.
my week has been good, man. On a personal level, I'll give it about a 8 for sure. There's always room to get better. Always looking to do bigger every day. Head been staying on straight, no negative thoughts. Getting to me and dragging me down, nothing like that. Business is going good. I'm learning new things every day. It's a stressful area, but learning to not letting these negative thoughts get to me during my business, man, keeps me just pushing forward, working positive and getting things done. And fitness level, man, I'll give it about a 9. I'm in there as much as possible. I take 2 days off during the week, get in there. Sunday morning workouts and things like that. So I'll give it about a 9. Yeah, I actually ain't done Granny's Kitchen ritual in about 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
I didn't see them on social media.
Yeah, I ain't been there.
What's that?
So I used to go boxing every morning and then go straight to Granny's Kitchen and just get this big nasty plate of food. But I ain't done it in 2 months, man. I miss it. I'll get back to it, but right now it's just trying to eat better.
Yeah.
I don't say I'm eating better right now, but I try. But that was just, cheating on some days.
That shit
But
is not easy.
no, it's not.
You say a big
No.
nasty plate,
Bro.
like what does that consist
So
It do look
Bro.
real big nasty.
it's called the plate is called the Nasty Granny. It's called the Nasty
Quite
Granny. Yeah, and it's a pretty good plate. And that's one thing I like about it. They put a good amount of food on your plate. It's kind of expensive, but for the amount of food they put on your plate, you're not leaving hungry. But it is fried chicken. You got Texas toast. You got home fries. You got ham, cheese, onions, gravy. Yeah, all that on one plate. And I usually put hot sauce, and then I actually get a side of eggs and throw eggs on there. I go all out now.
It's all mixed in.
All mixed
That's
in
why it's
one
a nasty
plate.
plate. And he said you're not gonna leave hungry because the meal he gets is a meal that they it's like a thing that they do. Like, oh, if you finish this meal, we'll give you something type shit.
Yeah,
So he eating the biggest meal they got on the goddamn menu.
You like one of them contest wheels?
Yeah.
I actually
I got your picture on the wall.
Bro, they got me on the Facebook. I ain't on the wall. They got me on the Facebook. But I'm actually wearing that shirt right now. That's the crazy thing. That's the
What it say,
crazy.
big nasty?
It's on the back. It says I ate the Nasty Granny. So it's a little crazy. A little crazy.
Like what you be
That's how
doing?
he
Yeah,
likes
exactly.
it.
That doesn't sound right.
That's how he like it.
That's exactly. Hey, I get down. It don't matter.
Oh, that do sound fire.
No, it's good, man. Y'all, whenever it's right there on the Memorial Pin, right on the corner. What's that?
Right by the mall.
Yeah.
Right next to the Catch. It's right there. It's right next to it. They close at 2 though.
Best Buy.
But it's one of the best breakfast brunch places in
It's
the
right
city,
there.
man. Yeah, I definitely gotta check it out. But yeah, definitely a 9, man. We still be working. Fitness is getting better, but we always want to get better, get bigger, stronger, faster. So, and it helps out not just physically. It's a mental thing too, man. Keeps me going throughout the whole week. So I had a real good week. I ain't gonna lie to you. Real good week.
That's what's up.
D Kane, how was your week, man?
So for me, bro, on the personal level, it was good. I'm gonna give it about a 9. I got this little crazy dude right here, so he's been keeping the week good. What are you doing? So he's been keeping me on my toes. It's been a pretty good week personally. Business. Okay. You wanna say hi? You're on the camera. You wanna say hi? So for business, bro, I'm gonna give that about a I'm gonna get business at 10, bro.
For
School
sure.
been going good, work's going good, so I'm elevating in all those places. Fitness. Fitness ain't been too good, but yeah. Good job. What do you say? To be honest, I think you talking about the sound thing,
Yeah,
but
most definitely.
fitness ain't been too good. Fitness, I'm gonna give it about a 6, 5. I've been trying to work it back in, but I've had a lot going on. So personal 8, business 10, fitness 5. Is where I'm at for this week.
You're gonna get back to it.
We're gonna get right back.
Exactly.
So we got a special guest this week with my boy Juan. So, I gotta ask, bro, being an upcoming artist out of Oklahoma, how is that, because we're not a big state that's known for music. So what kind of challenges, present themselves coming out of Oklahoma? Is it kind of hard to get recognized or noticed, or?
I mean, I feel like just in general, when you start anything, like that's gonna be the hardest part. Coming out of a city, or I guess a state, if you want to be quite frank, that people haven't really done what you're trying to do. As far as like, there's always, I don't think any idea is just all the way original. Like, there are people out there who are aspiring artists. We got a lot of talent here, like, no doubt, but nobody's really taking that step, like, outside of some of our country artists that we've had from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody's really just, taking that leap. And I mean, the things that we striving for right now, that's the direction we headed. So just with anything, you got to take it, one step at a time and learn lessons at each level. And if you learn the lessons you're supposed to, then, you're ready for the next stage whenever it comes. Because, we done did this, so we know how to proceed, So right now, it's just we building the rocket ship, and, I guess everything's divine timing. So just whenever God says it's time, or whenever it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. But be prepared for it for sure.
I agree, because like you were saying, bro, like I feel like our state's like real big on like country music.
Mm-hmm.
So like as far as like hip hop artists, bro, like the only one that even comes to my mind that's really even like kind of booming right now is June.
Yep.
So like
Tulsa.
Yeah, so it's like it's not really too many like hip hop artists like blowing up right now.
Yeah.
So like, do you think it's something more like we need to get the community behind our artists,
Oh, yeah,
or
for
like?
sure, man. Like,
Because I mean, I feel like we got a lot of talent, bro. Like,
we got a lot of talent. Like a lot of artists who, I mean, you probably haven't heard of yet. But like, I think if everybody just had more of a mindset to like collaborate and work together, like,
That's all it is. Support each other, man.
You can't think you like, too big to, if you really like fuck with somebody, like they work, like, art, it's all art. So, you got more great minds in one room, you're gonna have,
Beautiful picture.
exactly. It makes things more efficient too.
For real.
Then you got those people, that's like, oh, I want to be, because you don't have a lot of people coming out of Oklahoma, or like have been like noticed yet. So then you got people that's like, oh, I don't want to collaborate, I want to be the first to come out. He hot, I don't want to go with him yet, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Because they want to be the first to be noticed and stuff.
It's a it's a competition, no doubt. It's like sports. Like, I know everybody in here plays sports. So, I mean, everybody kind of has that competitive mindset.
Which is good to have, but
Yeah. No, man. Like, I think it'll happen eventually. But just right now, I feel like maybe some of the artists that might have a following, I feel like if there was more of an effort to kind of like try to meet different people that are doing this, that, and the other, and they can we could put ideas together, whatnot, it'd probably be a little more efficient. Like, there's places, different cities where it's more of a community, like as far as the business goes. But I think that as Oklahoma's concerned, the long ass answer to your question, I think we still trying to cultivate.
Still trying to work, most definitely. And that's something that's dope. You brought that up, the business side, because you said there's two sides to this.
Yeah.
It's not just the rapping behind the mic. You said there's a whole business side to it. That helps you really get legit. Is that business side more of the connecting with the right people, working with everybody?
Yeah, networking. Like, you meet people and you be surprised sometimes at what people say they do. Like, oh man, like I do something similar. I have said business and I need somebody to do this, delegate this to this person. like everything is just like if you work for a company or a corporation, you got different people that do different things, and it all just works together as a collective team for whatever project we try to do.
100%.
And yeah, that's I mean, you look at it like it's a business.
You most definitely have to, huh? I know. I bet music's always been a part of your life, but when did you know? What year of your life did you really decide you wanted to get into it? You know, what was your inspiration?
That's how I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of inspired you to hop into the whole music industry?
And it's crazy. We all like grew up in Edmond Public Schools, essentially.
Man.
I know I competed against y'all. We went to the same middle school.
Yeah.
So I thought football was really gonna be what I was gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
like coming out of high school. And then I think I just maybe my freshman year, in the middle of freshman year, I was thinking about going and playing JUCO at a NEO in Miami, Oklahoma. And I had packed all my shit up and moved. I had finished out the first semester, so it's like Christmas break. And I had got down there, and it was like, I know cats, just from playing and being there, I'm just chopping it up with everybody. I'm like, man, like, I don't know if this is what I really want to do no more. And I don't think that me just like doing it because like I'm good at it is gonna get me to where I need to go.
100%.
Because with anything that I do, it's like I'm gonna do it like to the fullest, and that's what makes me good at like shit that I do. I think I just went through an identity crisis then. I started writing down my thoughts and whatnot, and that just turned into me, I guess, putting stories together.
Yeah.
I was always pretty good in English class,
There you go. Oh, yeah.
like writing stories, and
Yeah.
we had AR growing up. I always read books, so I think I'm an idealist as much as I am a realist. So I just,
Definitely.
I played piano for 7 years with my little brother growing up, so I kind of come from a musical family as it is. But yeah, just I think after that little period, however long that was, I just kind of started like trying to get into the studio more, learn more about how things work, and I guess we here like 5 years later.
That's dope, bro.
Making moves too, man.
That's really how it started.
That's dope, bro. 'Cause, like, I went to NEO, bro, and so like after I got home, bro, and I was done playing football, I kind of went through the same thing, kind of like had an identity crisis. I'm like, bro, I don't. Like, all I've ever known is football, you know what I'm saying? So it was like kind of figure out who I was outside of football. So like for me, it was doing like podcasts, making videos, and that stuff I like to do. Like that's another something I'm good at, form of art. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope that you found something else, another passion.
Yeah,
bro,
man, you
another
got
route
to.
take.
And it
Yeah,
feel
bro.
good to find that, like, cause like to think that this is like all you had, but then like you have those thoughts that I don't think this is me.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go through that process of like trying to figure out who you are and like what do you like and what do you love and stuff like that. Like that shit is hard and take a lot and shit. So
Yeah.
to finally like figure out like, oh, there is more to me and stuff like that, I think it's like a great feeling for sure.
Yeah, man. They say growth is uncomfortable, but I mean, you'd be even more uncomfortable if you wasn't growing at all.
Right.
If you think in the right way.
Right. So
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. I'm happy I see like some of the people, like we all kind of like grew up in the same space.
Oh, yeah.
And, like people are doing their things, finding their niches. Like that's a beautiful thing to see.
100%.
For real.
and it's cool because like it'd be like before you was like dropping music and stuff for like me hearing it, like I didn't know you was like into music, So it's cool to like see people like finally doing things like like I didn't even know you was doing it. Before he did boxing, I never knew he was into boxing. He always been the big, but he been nice.
Yeah,
This nigga ain't never trying to put no hands on nobody.
Yeah, man.
This nigga a boxer, so it's like
Shit, I could.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Be
Man.
careful. Yeah, man.
Keep the cord.
Everything start with a vision.
Most definitely.
And nobody. My partner always tell me like nobody's gonna see your vision like how you see.
You see it,
Right?
yeah.
They might see it down the line, like damn, like you said, like I didn't even know, like
Right.
you know what I'm saying. And your homies, if you got the right people around you, they're gonna support you. Like I know my friends support me, and I'm like grateful for that. But I know shit, I be surprising them sometimes.
Really?
Like,
Man.
damn, like,
Yeah, that support system is real, man. That's that can push you to greater heights than you imagine, man.
yeah, man. You can't have a bunch of people around you just like, I don't know what the fuck you doing.
Really wishing you failed behind the scenes.
Cause now you looking at your shit like that. Like, damn,
Exactly.
what is my shit even good or like am I doing the right thing? So it's just,
Yeah,
a
man.
good team behind you, family and stuff like that. It's very
It's
important.
gonna push you, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna push you, like, cause it's all like it's your life, but the shit that you doing, hopefully, your heart's in the right place is bigger than you at the same time. It's like, man, I'm doing, hopefully something that is adding some type of value to society,
Most definitely.
and like I'm happy doing it. I can make a living, I can eat off of this shit.
Most definitely.
You making the people around you proud. Like,
Definitely, bro.
I feel like you winning.
In every area, bro.
You winning, bro.
For real. Man, as this is a podcast about mental health, man, I bet there are, but are there certain mental challenges that you deal with behind making music?
Yeah, man, of course.
I know it's a lot of, me versus me type, mental.
Or like being in the industry like at all, like
Yeah. Like you said, I feel like you are your own worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a certain point, like all the outside noise is just like you realize it's just noise.
Oh.
So, am I gonna let the positive shit get to my ego, or am I gonna let the negative shit break me down?
Most definitely.
It's like, man, it all starts like between your two ears.
Definitely.
So, yeah, man, like just we're not where we want to be yet in life, just in all facets. Like, I'm doing great right now, but I have dreams.
Most definitely.
I got goals. I got places. I'm trying to go. Things I'm trying to do, and we doing those things that. It was a time I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get here, and how I'm gonna do this, and shit, I didn't did it.
Bro.
So just keeping that in mind, like, it's just on to the next thing. But yeah, you always gonna have to have a mindset, like it's gonna be obstacles, whether I'm doing this right here, it's just the next thing.
Going through it.
But you gotta be prepared for that.
So nothing's impossible, it's more, inevitable. Like
Yeah,
it
man.
will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You just get better.
Exactly. Takes time, man. You keep working out, and you're just gonna grow. And growth is powerful, man. It's powerful.
and it go with everything.
Everything.
Every single thing.
So like I know you had dropped that EP, bro. What kind of went in like behind the scenes and like how long did it take you like put that project together, bro? Was it like a very time consuming process, or did it kind of flow naturally to you, kind of?
Hopes and Fears was an EP I put out last summer in 21. I feel like that being my first cohesive project, it was probably over the span of like 2 years, just me having songs and verses that I had written at this point, and then finding the beats, picking the right beats. We got songs that didn't make it, of course. But yeah, it probably was about 2 years, and I guess it just kind of covered the period of life that I was going through at that point. But yeah, man, that's something I'm proud of. Like, it's my first project like I ever put out to the world. So yeah, man, like it's definitely
You doing
I know
it
it
for
takes a lot of
sure.
like confidence.
There's a
to
lot
put
of
that out there,
confidence,
too,
bro.
Yeah, like it takes a lot of confidence just to put these podcasts and put stuff out there for the world to see. So I know it takes a lot whenever you're putting those songs together.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm not just like no fraudulent, person. So it's like I'm rapping about shit that's happening.
Exactly.
And we doing this podcast right now. We're not talking about no bullshit. So yeah, it's like, sometimes that scares people.
Yeah.
Because people not necessarily living like in their true self. But I mean, like, I was saying earlier, everything is just learning, getting better. If you're doing something that's actually got good content to it, like you got people around you, they not necessarily yes men, but like they know what's good and what's not necessarily as good. Like you doing some shit, people gonna see you eventually being consistent with it.
100%.
That's with anything, especially like this expressive art that we all are into, at this very moment. So.
So, is there like an artist in particular who kind of inspires you or inspires your style or, the way you rap or anything like that? Like, was there someone that you kind of, was like, okay, I like the way, his flow is or his delivery, that's pretty dope, and you kind of implement that into the way you rap? Or, because I feel like everybody kind of has that one person they look up to in anything,
Yeah. I definitely have inspirations. Like, I don't think any idea is just all the way, like, you was the first person to do it.
Yeah.
There might be some dude in his basement, like, all the way in, I don't know, wherever people doing music at this very moment. And he doing some groundbreaking shit that nobody ever seen. Like, he's really with it. But yeah, like, I I listen to all types of music. I have my inspirations, like, Kanye's inspiration, just because he never was afraid to like push the boundaries on things.
Always.
Yeah, so for
Yeah,
sure.
I like what Gunna's doing, Lil Baby, A Boogie.
Most definitely.
I try to name niggas before I said Drizzy, but Drizzy
Yeah,
definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man, just like, you can come onto an instrumental, like a nice beat, and then you can flow well on it and then say some meaningful things on there. You got a nice hook. Like, I feel like you got a good song structure. You don't necessarily have to be Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole, like saying something like real profound. But like at the same time, what you saying is like relating to somebody somewhere.
For sure.
And I mean, you got some bars in there.
Exactly.
You got nice flow,
Exactly.
nice beat. Like them is the ingredients to like nice track. I feel like.
The music got to, touch the soul, honestly.
Yeah,
and
you
got to.
You got to, man.
That's what make it like I'm sure like like there's people like your music do like touch and stuff like that, and that help you keep going.
Yeah, bro.
Because at the same time you laying the music down, that helps you, and then somebody hearing your music like that helps them. It's just like a chain reaction. So it's just like you're definitely doing something out here. Because I know at the beginning you said you wanted to make sure what you was doing has something meaningful to society and stuff
man.
like that, and like you definitely doing that.
I appreciate it.
Impact on the world, man. Just off that, I'm gonna tune in most definitely. Just off that first song right there, man, that y'all heard on that intro, man. Beautiful, dog. That's a lot of, I can tell you put a lot of work, and you really care about what you're doing, man. And you use your words, beautifully, man. Almost poetically, man. It's
Yeah, man.
beautiful, dog.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
You got shit in the words?
Oh yeah, of course, bro. I think we dropped that the For the Dollar single mid-January to late January, and I mean I have plenty of songs that I don't know if they'll ever see the light of day,
But you got it though.
yeah. Just as far as right now, been working, just trying to focus on the business side and network so we can get the marketing and the exposure. I feel like that's really what it's about now. Because I got good content now, but you can have you got like 15 bangers and nobody has seen them yet. That don't mean that people will never see them, but it's just like you gotta get your shit in front of people to where like, okay, like, I can't really ignore this. This is good. Who is that? What is that? Okay.
So when your tools come in, you just got to start using those social media platforms and actually pushing yourself out there.
Yep, that's me, bro.
'Cause like you said, people can have bangers, you can have bangers, but if you're not pushing them out to social media for people to hear them, you ain't gonna grow.
Right. You can have the best music people probably want to hear, you know what I'm saying? But like, you could start something totally different, but like, if they don't hear it, or like if you only put it out, or like push it on like, there's people that only like promote on like Twitter. I know people that only promote one thing or do this or do that. Like, for me, with my clothing or like the podcast, marketing was like the biggest thing I had to work on because when it came to marketing, and it was basically like putting myself out there.
Yep.
So
That's
it's
a scary thing to do.
It's like confidence jumps in there. And
Like I would do it, and I would be like, all right, it's cool. Like I'm getting good feedback, and then like the next time I need a post, I'll be like, I don't know. Like I'll be back to square one. You know? So it's just like you got to keep doing it. You're not gonna like instantly be like, oh, I can do it. You just got to keep doing it till you break that feeling and that old habit. So.
Yeah, man. I know, like I'll be speaking on it, but I'm still getting better.
100%.
Like I'm sure we'll look back at this pod and like, damn, like remember we did that all them years ago, and yeah, bro, it's just anything you're doing for the first time, you gotta get a feel for it. Like, get in the groove, But yeah, like with the marketing, you putting yourself out there too. That's a whole nother thing that you gotta overcome. And just not worrying about what other people might think about it. Just like doing you.
I know that's like one of my biggest problems is worrying about what everybody else thinks. So for you to take this music industry on, knowing it's a tough industry to be in, knowing you got a lot of people to compete with, and just people, this whole world just judges off the bat, no matter what, and that's what social media is going to do, it's going to judge. So for you to really put what you love doing out in the world and just keep pushing it and not caring what other people think, man, I look up to you for that, man, because that's something I struggle with on the daily, bro. I just things I post and delete because I'm worried about what people are thinking and things like that. So for you to do that, man, means a lot to not just me, but a lot of people watching, man, showing people that you
Yeah.
can't be afraid to, do something you love. It's like
That's
that.
how you gonna be the most happy.
Exactly.
You're doing something you hate, shit, you can be making, money that other people not making. But if you just absolutely despise that shit, like you're not gonna be happy.
Not
You're
gonna be
not
happy
doing
doing it.
what makes you happy.
And if you like want to do that stuff and you're not, like, if you want to put yourself out there
100%.
and like you don't want to, as soon as you choose not to, when you want to, they're controlling you. You're not controlling you anymore. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, and to me, like, even though I chose not to, like, I end up having those conversations with myself, like, like doing this, like making this choice, like this what happened to me. Like, I took the L on this shit. They controlled me. I didn't have control. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do better next time. I got to put myself out. Because like anything you put out, social media can like create their own narrative.
Most definitely.
They gonna
So,
create
like,
it regardless.
Regardless,
Right.
that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So it take a lot
Right.
to even to do that from jump to put your shit out there. So
Yeah, man. Like I said, nobody's gonna ever see your vision like how you saw it first.
right.
You came up with it. They might catch on whenever they catch on, but like, all right, this is like, what I'm doing. You can't be afraid to fail. Like that's when you gonna learn the most.
And don't let nobody hinder your vision.
Right.
Most definitely.
Don't let nobody control what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. You can't, man. They don't know what's going on.
Not
They
at
not
all.
They
tapped
don't know
in
what
like
it
how you
takes.
tapped
Not
into
at
what
all.
you're doing. Yeah.
Not at all. I know with the industry, man, you see a lot of the rappers now, they're dealing with their labels.
Yeah.
I think trying to get their masters and things like that. Do the things you see on there kind of make you want to stay away from labels or anything like that? Or you definitely, that's the way to get the mission started. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like it most definitely is, but
I wish Obi Ass was here, my manager,
for sure.
one of my best homies, so he could tell me what to say and what not to say.
My bad.
But nah, you good, bro. You good. You asking the right thing.
I put you in the bad spot, man.
Nah, man.
Got to plead the fifth.
I guess to answer your question, I feel like if a label can offer you things that you can't do for yourself, and it can make you some money, you can hold on to your masters. Like maybe it's not a bad idea.
100%.
But I mean, you see people now, especially with the advent of social media and how big you can get off of just pushing yourself, and people
100%.
find you like shit. I mean, what can a label really do for me at this point?
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
so I guess it's just situational where you at in life, But I'm not gonna knock nobody that sign no deal as long as they just not selling all they rights away. I'm not trying to get fucked in the end. Obviously, you gotta have somebody look
Show
over
your
it.
life to somebody
Yeah.
else and do it.
Yeah, man. If you can do it like by yourself, like man, like I said, what is the label really doing for me at this point? Other than maybe getting me some ads on Spotify. I guess that's cool. But I mean, shit, like
That's
if you,
things you can do on
if you
your
blow
own.
up, yeah, if you
100%.
blow up and you done did it with you and your team, like you don't really need a label. It's 2022.
Most definitely.
Label's not absolutely necessary. You're gonna have to like have some type of relationship with, I guess, publishing and marketers, and the bigger you get, the more opportunities you get as far as sponsorships. But I mean,
100%.
you can blow up. You didn't blowing up. You on now.
You don't know.
I got so and so, hitting me like he want to work. Like me working with him is gonna help me get more exposure. We drop a song, it's hot. Like I got his fans tuning into my old shit now. That's just kind of how it flows once you get maybe that one song, or you got a video going crazy.
That's how it is, man. One thing can really shoot you up there.
It's like at this point, like the label really just trying to eat off of me.
100%.
Yeah.
What you see,
Get a
you
percentage
kind of
off
see
what
that they
you
will.
bring,
Do you have like a set team that you work? I know you got your manager you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Do you work with? Shout them out.
Shout out my boy Obi.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's supposed to be pulling up.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. Like I've met a lot of people over the past couple years, just getting my feet wet, getting waist deep into music. People here, people like that I never would have thought I'd ever have conversations with or work with, whether it be engineers or producers,
100%.
artists. Like meet a lot of different people. Just, I mean, with anything, I guess, like the more you trying to do it, you'll meet people who are actually, trying to do things similar.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, man, like we talked about whenever we first came on, like it's a collaborative thing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I got a team. The team will probably grow a little bit more, but I mean, I don't need just a whole bunch of people. Either like you gotta have people around you that you trust.
You gotta be tight.
But you need a team though, because you can't do it by yourself.
Facts.
Is the industry pretty, so far from what you've been in and all the people you've met, is the industry pretty helpful? Right off the bat, everybody's really, or have you met somebody that really don't?
Oh man, shit! Like really, like you gonna meet people like whenever you trying to start something, whether it be your own business, you're a young entrepreneur, you trying to pursue this or that in this sector. Like you go meet people who are like, all right, like, this is cool, you cool, I appreciate, you your mindset on whatever, and just get it right around.
Okay.
I mean, just to put it frank. Then you go meet people actually like, they want to work,
100%.
but most people are just like, oh yeah, that's cool. And that's just kind of what it is, right there.
You don't wait on nobody, man.
You can't, bro. You can't wait on people to, I guess do things that, really like, shit, if you're not going to help me, then I'm going to figure it out myself. That's really just kind of like something I got from my dad.
Most definitely.
Just like, I'll do it myself, fuck it.
Keep going until they call you, bro.
Yeah, man. You got people behind you that believe in you. Not everybody is going, hop on board, but, that's fine. Not everybody's supposed to come with you.
I know your family stands behind you 100%, and I know they love that.
Yeah, man.
That's dope, man.
I got a good support system.
That's always the best thing, bro. So you got any projects coming up? You got anything coming up in the woodworks? You working something up?
Yeah, man. Hopefully we'll at some point have another project to drop. I don't want to.
It's hard to
You
speak
trying to leak too much.
I think Obi outside actually. If you want to go get, bro. Yeah, man. We got songs coming up. Trying to get some things on the business side worked out, and we'll come out with what we've been working on. Just keeping things close to the chest. But like I said, I got songs here coming up. Have some more songs done that I know it's gonna go, and have a project, at some point. But I really just want to, release singles and get some visuals done for some of the tracks that I'm doing, just so we can, appear to more people,
Most definitely.
more broader audience.
You got any visuals right now?
Yeah,
You got
I got a video out, like one of the first songs that I released off of my Hopes and Fears EP.
Okay.
Promises it's out. It's got some views. Ain't got a whole bunch of views.
Okay. That's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
What's
Man.
your YouTube? What's your YouTube?
Donn Juan, I believe. Donn Juan with 2 N's.
Okay.
My handle, my handle on everything is Donn Juan Tony.
We're gonna get that from you.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I did the first one. The first video really was a learning experience. I don't want to never like shit on nobody, but you just gotta learn for some things, do some things different on the next couple.
Oh yeah. Improve every time.
Yeah, we got the song that we just dropped. We're gonna do visuals for that. Gotta finish that up. The upcoming tracks that we got, we'll probably drop those with visuals coming right afterwards too. So
Most definitely.
yeah, man.
Visuals impact just as hard as the words themselves, man.
Yeah, man.
It'll go a
Because
long way.
niggas sit around and look at YouTube
Exactly.
all day.
That's a whole nother
That's what
stream of
people do,
revenue.
bro.
That's called passive
A
income.
nigga gonna click
Yeah.
a video before he click. So like the little album logo,
Yeah.
If I'm gonna click the album logo, I must be doing some shit.
That's why I tell people all the time, they gonna see that thumbnail, know if they want to click on it before they ever
Right.
click on it.
That's real, bro. But yeah, man, like, I dropped the first project and then I got, singles out, already standalone singles. I got some features, but I think right now it's just about, the exposure and focusing on a more strategic route of, what I drop and the projects that I've been working on.
For sure. Have you worked outside of the state yet, and if not, how many people have you worked in? Like, what cities in Oklahoma do you get to go through, and then what cities outside of Oklahoma you've been messing with?
I actually had met my boy Lobo. My boy is from Spain. He actually I don't even remember how bro had got in touch with me, but I had dropped, I forgot what song it was. I think it was Sweet Nothings. I dropped it as a single before I came out with the project.
Okay.
He was really fucking with it. And like he sent me a pack of beats. Like you'll talk to the producers, they might send you like a pack of beats of however many beats, and they might be all the way like, you know, songs that you can listen to the instrumental all the way through, or there'll be like a snippet. And he had sent me like a pack. I'm like this shit hard, bro. Like, where are you from? Like, he's in Spain. Like, he's in Spain.
Crazy. That's
Like,
cool. So
all the
he's
way,
seen your shit.
yeah, all the way on the Eastern Hemisphere. He actually is stateside right now. I think he in Atlanta. I don't want to give out bro info and shit.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah, man, like,
Keep that.
yeah, man, I done met so many people. Like I was saying, just, you know, even the shit that I'm standing on right now, you know, it's a lot, like, from where I came from, just as far as the things that I got out and the people that I met and the views that I've got, like, on my tracks, on, you know, my platforms that I'm on and everything. But it's kind of crazy, you know, just realizing, like, where we came from and, you know, where we at now and how far we've come. Like,
How much further you can go.
yeah, man. You know, we'll start doing shows later on in the year when we get shit settled. Right now, we got a lot of moving parts. Just want to take care of that before we start like actually traveling and performing. You know, get a couple more tracks out, get some more things out, some more eyes. But I mean, this music thing, like doing shows, like that's really where you make the bread.
That's right.
You know, not to say that's what we do it for, but
100%.
I mean, you know, we just trying to get everything straight, you know, before we, you know.
And that's what I like about like what you doing. Like the whole time you've been talking, I ain't even really talk. I'm just soaking in like everything you doing with your music. Like you got like something, like meaning behind it. Like he got like, you know, you gotta do this step, this step.
Yeah, man.
It's almost
Before
like
we
a
do
business
this, there's a
plan,
lot of
bro. They
people.
got it's all mapped
Right.
out, bro.
It's easy to say that, but then you got people in there that's when they see the big picture, they're going straight for the big picture. You can't touch the big picture. You can't skip 1,000 steps. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fact that you know that, you're aware of that, and you
man.
doing that.
Farther than a lot
Like
of people
I fuck
already.
with this shit further than a lot of people that seem like they may be further, but they not. Cause you gonna get to a point to where you ain't got no knowledge, you ain't got no game, you ain't got something. You gonna be lacking that.
We
You
ready,
gonna
bro.
surpass.
We ready. Like it's
Straight.
like I said, whenever God says it's time, then it's time. But I mean, we doing all the preparation right now. Like, you know, me being an artist, we focusing on the branding and, you know, getting the right permits and, you know, certifications for certain things. So, you know, whenever we get there, it's like shit. Well, I mean, we got all the tools ready. You know, like what's up? So
Facts.
Man, the journey is long, ain't it? It's
yeah,
very
man.
long.
But you gotta enjoy it.
You got to.
Like, you know, I tell myself that all the time. It'll be, you know, a point where I look back and I'm like, man, like what I was doing, like at this point was like real important to what I'm doing now, because it just built up. Like everything happened for a reason, strategically. Even the shit that whenever it went down, it was like, I don't really know why this is happening, but you know, we gonna roll with the punches. You know, you might can look back on some things you still don't know why it happened, but you know, I can say for sure it's a lot of shit that happened. I was like, just thought it was like the worst thing when it was happening, but I'm better for it now.
You were stronger.
Yeah, like I learned from it, you know. And like you were saying, putting stuff out, it's kind of like a stigma on that, like just within yourself, but you can't be afraid to fail. Because in those failures, I guess, like you can always learn something.
Lessons behind them, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Like, you know, that saying, scary money is no money, you know.
Yeah.
Again, that's not why you do it.
It don't.
Exactly. You know, if you got a dream, you got to put it out there.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Also, like, I know you said, like, whenever you made your EP, like, there was a couple of songs that didn't make it. Like, what kind of goes into, like, that selection process?
Whole
Like,
process.
do you
man.
choose, like, exactly what goes, like, do you have the last say, or is, like, your manager, or kind of how do you guys go about that? Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm a for sure had a last say.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what y'all think, though. I think
so this is just like when you hear the song,
Yeah.
it's
just-
maybe not this one, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, okay, this one's hot, this one's definitely making it. Like,
Like-
what goes into that process? Like,
I feel like whenever I got like a vision for a song I want to do, like in my mind, like this shit gonna be hot, you know.
100%.
And I mean, in reality, like it probably is good. It's probably good enough to be put out. But I think just with a project, you gotta have the right songs that flow together the best.
What's that?
And with a project, I want to have like a concept in mind. You know what I mean?
100%.
So maybe this song, and this song are the best songs, but that second song don't really flow with the concept of the project as much as the other two.
Okay.
So maybe that one, won't make it on that one. We
Gotcha.
could release it later, or maybe it's like a bonus track or something.
Let's say that was my next question. You got songs that you ain't, dropped yet that you'll drop later in life on certain projects or
Yeah.
things like that. Just like
Shit. I was talking with Obi the other day.
Hey,
what's up,
Obi?
And I mean, shit. I guess.
Come on here, bro. Come on here, bro.
I guess just the more like music that I create, it'll be songs I didn't forgot about. Like, oh yeah, I forgot we did this one.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Obi. Demare. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, bro.
Man, y'all on a powerful journey together, man.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds like I got a lot of emotion, man.
It's really about focus, honestly, like, because it's like, when we talk about this all the time, it's like there's a lot of people that make it out of Oklahoma. It's a lot of people that make it out of Oklahoma. They just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
They literally just don't talk about it. There's so many people. It's a long, long list. You get on Google.
See, and that's crazy because I was just telling him like, when we first saw him, like, bro, like as far as like hip hop goes, bro, I can think of one person like in Oklahoma right now, like.
As far as hip hop goes, I can't think of nobody. But like, as far as just like, it's like a similar track to go make it on a movie, go make it on a TV show, go make it as a country music artist. Like, it's still the same journey.
Yeah.
And people are doing it, so it's like it's not like it can't be done.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Never. It'll happen.
I know that June out of Tulsa, he's blowing up, and he's like kind of like the first Oklahoma rapper like that I've really seen like taking off. So like I think it's pretty cool to see someone like in the hip hop aspect coming out of Oklahoma taking off. Kind of giving that platform, bro. But I listened to his EP. We just bumped the single. I hadn't heard anything about the single, so he played it for us, and that shit's dope. Like y'all got a lot of good stuff going right now, bro. So. Man, it's just exciting, bro, to watch y'all go on this journey, bro, because I think y'all gonna take it real far.
Yeah, we got the vision for sure.
Have y'all been together since the the very beginning of the mission, of the journey?
I mean, I came on like when he asked me about it, probably about a year ago. Like he asked me for help, but like I definitely wasn't there to like tell him like you can definitely do that. That was him. That was Jared. That was his other homies. Like he's always had like people believing in him and shit. Yeah.
Man, you saw the dream, man.
Yeah.
So like for what's the most challenging part like for you? Like
definitely.
What's the most challenging part in the role that you play? Like in the
I mean,
process?
I'd say it's marketing. Because it's like, I mean, you can make great music, but if you don't have fans, then it doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
We was just talking about that.
Like,
Using those
You
tools.
can have good music, but if you ain't putting it out there,
you don't put it out there. Exactly. Like, I saw a story on TikTok of this dude that his dad, like, made a song in the 70s, and he just put it on a shelf. And, like, he heard it once when he was, like, it was, like, a couple months ago. He heard it once. He put it on TikTok, and his dad's song got famous. But, like, he had that song for 40 years.
That's crazy.
Like,
Wow.
so
that's
it's
wild.
Well, I just feel like, bro, we got so many people on this, bro. There's billions of people on the earth, bro. Like, there's no way that you gonna drop a project and just like not develop a fan base. I just feel like as long as it gets to the right ears,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah, man. You just gotta be patient at some level, I guess. Like, it might not pop off when you want it to, but I mean, if you take the necessary steps and you put the work in, like,
you stay that course.
yeah. Like, if it's good, I mean, people not gonna be like, like, yeah, this is good. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with whatever type of content this is. Like, oh, this is good content. Because it's a lot of shit, like, I don't want to, like, shit on nobody. But some things know better than other things.
100%.
So, I mean, if it's right, people just gonna hear it. And word of mouth is, like, the fastest way that, shit spreads. So,
I remember when you posted your EP, bro. I thought that shit was so hard, bro. I
Yeah,
was at UCL at the time, bro. I remember bumping that shit like before my running workouts and
Yes,
shit,
sir.
bro.
And I was seeing that everywhere too. Like
Everybody
word
was
of mouth,
posting it, bro. Like
everybody
it was
supporting.
hot, bro. For sure, it was heat, bro.
I know me. I had to download the app to even hear it. I had to do all the account. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
For
I
real?
couldn't- yeah. Because I had
that's
what?
love.
I think I got like YouTube Music or something. I don't know how that worked. But I think you dropped it on what, Spotify?
It's
It was Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I heard it. It was on
It
Apple
wasn't
Music.
on YouTube Music though at the time. It wasn't on YouTube Music. Because I don't use all the other stuff. But yeah, I had to download Spotify and shit.
Yeah,
Listen.
man. We gonna do, what is it?
We're doing like lyric videos.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Oh, that's
videos
dope.
for some of
Yeah,
the
that's
songs.
dope. Like the
That's a lot of
visuals.
work,
Yeah,
though, yeah.
That's
just
dope.
because I mean I know everybody don't have the luxury to afford Spotify,
Definitely.
Tidal, whatever you use. Everybody doing different things.
Mhm.
Everybody got YouTube.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. No,
YouTube.
100%. Everybody got YouTube. You know, I know you make music behind the mic and you're doing some visuals. You done any like little events, any local spots or anything like that?
Not
Just
really,
yet?
bro. Not
I'm
really.
working on trying to get him out to an open mic just to
Oh,
like,
definitely.
get some experience,
Yeah.
like performing in front of people and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But,
That's a good idea.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
it'll definitely help.
I feel like y'all I feel like it just takes a lot of consistency and discipline, bro. I feel like y'all hitting that on top of the head, like y'all know
They
where
hitting that.
y'all got the vision, bro. Y'all know where y'all trying to go, bro. Y'all taking those small steps every day to get there, bro. I feel like that's kind of what it's all about.
They see the vision, but they taking the steps to get to the vision. They not like running straight to the vision. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
yeah.
They
Not
don't,
like
they
the
not
big
go, y'all
picture
not in it
stressing
like no
out.
crash dummy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got
We're not trying
Like
to
a good way to
fail,
put it, bro,
fail.
is like y'all are where y'all's feet are. Y'all not rushing in the present. Y'all not worried about the past. Y'all right where y'all's feet at, bro. And that's kind of how it has to be.
you got a base. Like you said, you're not trying to like fail, but you're setting up to where like if some shit don't go your way,
I mean,
like,
like
you
you gotta
able to-
fail sometimes. Like
Yeah.
every failure is a lesson. Like,
100%.
so it's like you gonna fail, but it's like if you give up, then that's like a fail, like a failure. Like you didn't
not a
learn
lesson,
nothing
that's
from
a
giving
loss.
up.
and if you don't prepare, like
Yeah.
y'all preparing. If you don't prepare, you're still preparing. You're just preparing to fail. You know what I'm saying? If you don't prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's just
Facts.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, man. With anything, consistency and just having the want to, the want to.
You gotta have the want to and love to do it, man. That's
Yeah.
real.
Just do it, honestly, too. I mean, you can't always just be planning. Like you gotta actually
Yeah.
be doing stuff, like doing it.
New ideas gotta come up all the time, different ways to outreach, and like you said, the lyric music,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
Finding a way to get it to everybody is, possible.
Do you just focus on like one song at a time, like whenever you making music, or is it kind of, you may get a good hook and save it. You know what I'm saying? For
Like I write all the time. Like, I might have a moment. I'm just like, I thought of something and I wrote like 16 out of that. Or I might have a moment like, this sound kind of cool. These words together. That's a hook.
There you
And
go.
I mean, I got a bunch of, shit written down.
You got a whole notebook, pretty
Yeah.
much be over.
When I know I'm about to go to the studio, though. Bless you, man.
you, all right, buddy? Oh,
Bless you.
oh, Lord, bless you. You all right, buddy?
he locked in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, when I go to the studio, like I'll pick the beats that I want to get on. What I think maybe like this verse or whatever I have going on in my head, like will sound good on this. I might go to the studio. I might start on the track. And every time you go to the studio, it's not necessarily like you just, I don't know, you leave it with like 2 or 3 songs that you didn't finish. Like sometimes you'll go and it's like a day of frustration.
Okay.
Like something didn't really like come out maybe how you envisioned it. It's some songs that I had finished and I just thought they was cool, but everybody that was there was like, bro, that's like the best one.
100%.
So I mean, I guess everything with this art is kind of like if you got the right people involved at a given moment, like it could turn out a way that you didn't really expect it, but I mean it came out like nice product.
Studio time ain't free, is it?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I get in there, you
No,
really
no.
trying to make
Yeah, we
invest
try
your
to
time
I say that. I watched that Juice WRLD documentary. He's talking about that's why he used to, rob and sell drugs and stuff was for that studio time. So he was saying like he was broke. So like whenever he could go to the studio, it was like every once in a while. So like he would go in there with 2 or 3 songs already made.
Yeah, you got
he's
to,
gonna
bro.
hit this.
You gotta
It's
waste
like
no
we
time.
going in there, we time
Yeah.
management. Like I mean, I'm in here like I'm spending money, so I need to be working.
Okay.
Standing around.
Yeah,
and
that's what Juice was saying on the documentary. He's like, what I'm saying, like I'm broke, I come from the trenches. So he was like, when I get in there, I'm going in there with 2 to 3 songs made already. It's not like I'm going in there and I'm trying to figure it out as I go, because what I'm saying. He's like, I don't have the money to even
That take
for
a
the
lot of
studio
time.
time. So
It can take a lot to make a song. So.
I'll get to that point eventually where it's like I can sit around and make music all day. But I mean, right now it's like I'm like the angel investor in this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Everything's coming out of pocket right now. Huh?
Yeah.
Is it like a local studio you guys go to record or?
I mean, yeah, I know some homies that record out of their crib. I done did that, plenty of times. But I'll go to Castle Row. It's in like Dale City. My bro Odie, Asher, shout out Asher. He's an engineer up there, so I'll go up there and work with him. We got a good relationship, so we go in there and it's chemistry. He knows how to, feed off me, and I can feed off his energy. And I mean, we have a rapport now to where he can tell me like, okay, like I don't like how you did this. Kind of orchestrate things. We can work together well.
Yeah.
He engineers and mixes like pretty much all of my shit. That's who I trust the most.
People that don't really those people that can give you that corrective criticism and you not take it the wrong way.
Yeah, bro. You can't be afraid of constructive
Not
criticism.
telling you what you want to hear, telling you what you need to hear.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want you to be like, yeah, man, that's like, nah, like if something sound like let me know so I can like move accordingly, and then we can go from there. We can run it back, whatever we need to do.
100%.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a process. Like we're not just going in there. It's like, I mean, sometimes it is like it's a couple songs I just did went in there and just knocked it out in like maybe 45 minutes.
That's
Like it just need to be mixed, but everything is different. You just can't really expect to go in there and then, shit sound all the way how you want it to sound. You get your vocals down and, you hitting in the right places, your dubs, your ad-libs. If you have any features, it's like, okay, like we got the raw structure of it, and then just clean it up from there.
So what the engineer does, pretty much clean it up, make everything sound
Sound
good.
good.
Okay.
It's a whole process, bro. It's a whole process.
So Asher, the same dude you're talking about, does he do all your beats and everything too, or?
Nah, he don't do all my beats, but he make beats too. Yeah. Shout out Asher again. Y'all hit him up.
That's dope.
But yeah, man. Yeah, he's a talented dude. Definitely one of the people that helped me grow in this music shit. Just him being in my life and us trying to do similar things. Like he's not necessarily like an artist, but I mean, in a sense, like what he does is still art.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Every person has different beats they make, and they bring out a different style in you.
yeah,
Sometimes a style that you haven't messed with yet that you like, and
Yeah,
things
man.
like that. So you learn from everybody else. Something you said earlier, man.
Yeah.
Just connecting with people, working with people,
Yeah,
and
man.
everybody growing together. That's real impactful, man. I mean, it's not none of that's easy at all.
What's the greatest thing to all of this?
I think it's just doing something that you feel like happy doing. Like things is going real good. Like in my life, I can't speak for anybody else, but I mean, shit, I feel like I'm winning. I can wake up and, feed myself. I'm doing some shit that's actually like, it brings me joy, and then I can put it out, and then other people interact with it. Like that's cool to me, even at this stage, and we really just at the start of everything. Like just seeing that and coming from a place where like, man, I'm thinking about doing something like that. I'm doing it now.
Right.
So it's like I'm up, like I'm winning. I'm winning right now.
You on the journey.
Yeah, bro. So yeah,
Crazy.
that's like the best part. Just doing something, everything that I do, it's like, I'm working towards something. So whenever I go to work, or I'm putting in work doing this or I'm doing that, like I'm working towards something. So that brings me fulfillment doing that. I know it's not like I'm just working in vain. Like I don't think that's how that's not how you're supposed to live life, man. Like, we grew up in an era, it's like, our parents, like, hopefully it's still like mentality like to work, or whoever you was, taught you or, raised you. But I mean, that's not what life is about, like just working until you die. Like you gonna be working. So if you go work, you might as well work doing something that you enjoy doing.
I kind of feel like the world tries to work us so much to where we can't chase our own dream, bro. Like that 8 to 5 is meant to work you to where when you get home you don't want to chase your own dream.
I'm ready to go sleep, bro.
Yo, 8 to 5, you serving somebody else.
Exactly.
As long as you go to work, that nigga ain't gotta come.
You got bills to
It's
pay. He
crazy
gonna be
because
here
some
tomorrow.
people like that's. I mean, they're okay as long as you pay them the right price. That 8 to 5, that's cool with them. You know what I'm saying? That makes them happy. But there's I always salute those people who are willing to, go put it out all on the line to go chase stage goals. You know what I'm saying? It's hard being an entrepreneur. It's hard starting a business, getting anything started with anything. So,
Everybody's idea of success is gonna differ a little bit. So, I mean, if you're doing something that brings you contentment, you can feed your family, your kids, whatever you got going on, and you happy within yourself. And, yeah, man, you know, everybody is gonna look a little different. Like I said, everybody vision, nobody gonna see a vision like how you see it. So you can truly stand up or whatever you doing. You say yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Things might not be exactly where I want them to be yet, but I know I'm working towards that. When you get there, it's you're not really just I gotta do this or I'm not gonna be happy. You're never gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be happy till I get this, till I do this. Cause bro, you living life right now. You know what I'm saying? The future ain't really happened yet. You know what I mean? And the past is in the past. So yeah, bro, you gotta be happy right now, or you never gonna be happy. You just gotta wake up and just try to do your best and grow. Somewhat every single day. Mentally. Cause we all getting older. That's just a part of life. So you just gotta really try to do your best and set yourself up for more success in the future.
Create your own happiness, create your own life.
Create your own destiny.
Your own life.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man, I love what y'all got going for sure, bro. For sure. Sounds like y'all know exactly where y'all trying to get to, bro. Y'all just taking it day by day, bro.
I mean, you got to, man. You got to.
That's a lot. That's something we talk about here on the show all the time, bro. Getting so caught up in the past and in the future. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about what's gonna happen in the end. You know what I'm saying? You can't really worry about that. You just gotta take those small steps every day, man, and just kind of let it play out how it's gonna play out. Cause it's gonna play out in God's favor, man.
That's right, bro.
The way you want it to play out.
You gotta plan. You gotta have some type of plan. But I mean, at the same time, it's never gonna be right, exactly how you scripted it.
Exactly.
We make plans and God's just kind of
Yeah.
that shit cute, bro. Keep doing, Yeah, man.
We appreciate you, you taking time out of your mission and your dream to come help us with ours, man. That means
Oh
a
yeah,
lot,
man. Oh, man. This is great, bro.
You got me tuned in. I'm on the radar for sure. I'm support. And we appreciate all the love, man. And we'll show love back, most definitely.
Yeah, we couldn't wait to have you on here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We've been trying to get this promotion for a couple weeks now?
It's been some weeks, man.
Couple weeks we've been trying to get you on here, man. So I'm glad we were able to make it work, bro.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Came on here, laid down some real game for us, man. I learned some things, man. Most definitely.
That's all I did was so game, man. This is the first episode I barely talked.
Man.
For sure, man.
But it felt good doing something different. I got to listen.
Yeah.
Man,
We knew he was. We heard you was coming.
Yeah, man. That's dope,
We
bro.
appreciate you too, man. Appreciate you helping us dream.
That's all you got a good team behind you.
That's all we trying to do, man. Support each other.
Y'all just keep working, bro.
Really,
Really gonna be here to support you, bro.
Which is the dream, man.
Keep putting out music. Like I said, that first EP was dope, bro. And like I said, I didn't hear nothing about that single, bro. So you just played it for me, so I'm bumping that too. Now that was hard.
Way home. Let's
okay.
the truck on the speakers, bro.
Bigger and better things to come.
Man,
Yeah, of course, bro.
definitely.
No doubt.
We gonna stay behind you, bro. Hopefully we get the whole community behind you, bro. You just keep, what I'm saying, taking it day by day, bro. Day by day, bro. Like we was just talking about, there ain't too many hip hop people at Oklahoma that really made it, bro. But you got the power to change that, my guy.
Yeah, man. It's gonna happen.
You got the power and the talent to change that. So I'm excited to watch your journey, bro, and see where it goes, bro. I just want you to know that I'm here to support you, bro. And you got our support always, bro.
Always, bro. It's Mr. Donn Juan for y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out, show love and support.
Yes, sir.
We'll put his handle on here for sure, man. And we appreciate y'all tuning in to Hope and Healing. Man, what episode is this? This episode, what, 9?
It's 8. I think it's 9.
I think it's 9 too.
We on 9, my boy. We getting up there.
We in the early episode.
It might be 8.
Y'all in the early season.
We've been tuned in, yeah.
Man, it might be 8 because I feel like we just did episode 7.
I don't know.
So I remember last week I was saying 7. I had to have been saying 7, so I think this is episode 8.
It's dope, bro. It was a good episode, bro. I got to suck up a lot of game, bro.
We try to get
Like,
one in every
we
week.
try.
This is honestly our second one since we had like a month break,
Okay.
man. But we try to stay consistent, man. Like, there's obstacles, but we didn't let that, stop us completely.
As long as you get back on it.
Exactly. I know how it goes.
We here season 2.
Yeah, on God.
Yeah.
On God.
Yeah,
There
we
we
go.
go.
I'm talking about some whole different things.
Exactly.
Get
We'll
you
come
back
back
on
to the
here.
growth and all that, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man.
See how it's going?
Growth through everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, we appreciate y'all tuning in, showing love. Again, show love to Donn Juan, man. Check him out. We'll put his handle on here, man. Y'all show love for real. Appreciate y'all tuning in, hoping healing out.
Helen out, gang.
Yes, Sirski.
Hit the telly till my baby don't wait up. I've been in the studio steady working till the day up. I ain't tryna party shit, I'd rather just lay up. They give me the tools I never
Flap Cartel. Drop that bitch.
That's my brother, blood could make us closer. I said we was decent. I would rather burn a nigga before he got the beefing. I was gone by the time she asked me to be friends. I would never let nobody see me off the deep end.